The Fitzgeralds came in here just like they did in every city they ever went into. They destroyed an established public transit system that had been built to meet the needs of the people.
Well, the streetcars, we love riding on them. And it was fun because they were big, you know, there was plenty of room and all that.
We'd catch them at the same time every day. We'd know the conductor, and you'd meet people that you'd see every day. And you weren't afraid to talk to someone.
The streetcar was fast. He just jumped on chairs like that. It was so fast. And then the conductor, every time he would come to a crossing, he'd go clink, 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 clink.
Were the trolley cars yourself?
Oh, yeah, J-car, yeah. I was here.
They were around when we were younger.
That was the best form of transportation. Then somebody had the bright idea to take up all the track and get rid of all the trolleys. That's when the headache started.
How long did it take before the Fitzgeralds started getting rid of the streetcars?
About 90 days. No, I'm not being facetious about that.
Weren't those streetcars making money in Los Angeles?
Well, after I got done chopping their heads off, we made money. Cut the miles down. Sell off the properties. Pull the company down.
They don't take the service out. They just cut it back. They'll take it and they'll cut it from 10 minutes to 12 minutes, from 12 to 15, from 15 to 20, from 20 to 30. So they reduce the service. And every time you reduce the service, you make it less attractive. And the less attractive, the less riders. And then they say, well, see, we can't make any money. So they abandon it.
We're building this freeway along the waterfront in San Francisco. But a funny thing happened along the way. The people of San Francisco said they didn't like the new freeway, and they began protesting.
They wanted to complete the freeway, which was ran along the Embarcadero Center. And I wouldn't let them. They had to get our permission to close the streets. And Governor Reagan sent Lieutenant Governor Finch down to see me and said, we'll give you the port, we'll give you everything out there if you let us complete this freeway. I said, forget it. We aren't going to let you complete any freeway along our waterfront and do what you've done in towns like Boston, Seattle, and places like that. It isn't going to happen. A freeway by Fisherman's Wharf, and then out to the Marina Green that looks out to Sausalito. There isn't a view like that anywhere in this world. Just to get over the Golden Gate Bridge. So I told them, look, just tell everybody to slow up in town and enjoy themselves in this beautiful town. They don't have to zip through it.
And I think the automobile industry is the #1 example of monopoly power that has changed, literally changed the quality of our lives. And it has done so, not on the basis of what people really needed, but rather on the basis of serving corporate interests.
Was it General Motors that really wrecked the streetcar system in America?
The answer has got to be yes, because General Motors actually formed the company to go in to buy out the...
General Motors came into a situation where streetcars were inordinately inefficient. They were not flexible. Do you know of any streetcar system that could service San Francisco with all of its outlying communities and suburbs?
I am not an anti-automobile nut. I don't want to outlaw the automobile. I'm not suggesting it isn't a convenient way of traveling. I am suggesting that it must be supplemented by rapid transit systems. And I cannot accept the argument that rapid transit systems broke down because of their complete inefficiency to serve the public, because the experience of Western Europe and Japan belies that argument. And finally, Senator, I must say, with great deference, that if it is true that the streetcar companies were breaking down of their own weight, why was it necessary for General Motors to join with Standard Oil and the tire companies to go in and buy the systems and tear up the tracks?